Hi, you watching your favorite YouTube channel, Learning Digital. Here we learn digital world things, so subscribe this channel for more digital world videos.
Hi, and welcome to Create Your E-commerce Store with Shopify guided project. My name is Angelo Paulillo, and I am a digital consultant, educator, and developer. I have worked with Google, LinkedIn, IBM, and many tech companies on a variety of business, technical, and educational projects. I'm very passionate about learning and teaching online, so I'm glad you're here today. In this guided project, you will build an entire e-commerce store with Shopify, including adding and managing your product and catalog, quantities, and orders, manage your inventory, create collections and add in gift cards, editing your web storefront look and feel, managing customers' orders and reporting, and all the basic functionalities of Shopify. In this task, we will begin familiarizing with Coursera guided projects. We will see what the final product of our guided project will look like, and we will get started creating your Shopify account. Shopify is a paid product and is a leading platform for building e-commerce stores. However, you can try it out for free for 7 to 14 days before you have to subscribe to any paid plans, starting from a minimum of $29. So you'll be able to learn the platform and make an informed decision on whether or not this could be something that you want to utilize. Otherwise, it can help you jump-starting not only with building your own e-commerce store, but also to get familiar with Shopify as a platform in case you want to consult clients and help people building their own e-commerce stores. There's a variety of possibilities that could stem from a project like ours. So let's get started familiarizing with Coursera guided projects. If this is your first time, well, welcome. This wonderful format allows you to utilize a virtual desktop directly in your browser with all the software you need already installed. Work on practical projects alongside an instructional video and learn as you do. Pretty cool. Let me give you a brief introduction to what you see on your screen. On the right hand side is the video of my own virtual desktop, already zoomed in on the relevant part of the screen and following my mouse movements. However, on the bottom right hand corner, you will have options not only to modify the speed of the video, but also to zoom in and out as you like. On the left portion of the screen is your own virtual desktop, where you can perform all the tasks. It's an already equipped with Windows Visual Desktop. In the middle of your screen, there's a vertical bar. At the bottom, you will find the folder icon to navigate the project resources. You can also find resources here in your Chrome browser as bookmarks, where I have highlighted the Shopify Help Center for you and the sources for all the image assets that we will utilize throughout the exercises. Also, you can find all relevant resources in the resources folder on your own virtual desktop. As resources, we will have a few image assets to utilize, as said, for the build-up of the e-commerce store. And as it's very important, even under Creative Commons licenses, that you would attribute and quote who the author of the images is, I always recommend to be fair to the authors of content. So I have included images sources and sources links in the browser. This might also be helpful for you to browse websites such as unsplash.com, where you can find a few assets and images that you can use for your own projects. Let's have a look at what your final product will look like. At the end of this project, you will have built a storefront for your own e-commerce activities with Shopify. We have imagined a t-shirt store that is selling t-shirts made with a tea byproduct. So there's a fun brand of t-shirts, and you have a whole storefront with a cover and your summer collection with an Explore Now button to highlight a few sections with blogs and activities or other sections of your site selling different products, a featured collection with products and discounts on special offer, and the entire e-commerce system that you can manage. A few references from your own customers, and more images and links to browse different parts of your site. On the back end, you will manage Shopify, so you will have orders management systems, and we will learn how to manage and create orders. A product catalog, so you will manage your own products and inventory, quantities and price settings, even setting up gift cards that can be sold on your own site. We will manage customers archive and have a brief look at analytics reporting. Really interesting. Now, are you excited and ready to get started? Let's go then. Open a new tab on your own browser if you don't have it already and type in shopify.com so that we can get started creating your own Shopify account. You won't need any credit card at this time. Only if you want to activate a pay plan, you will have to put in payment information. So once you have reached shopify.com, at the top right hand corner, click Login. You will log in with your own store name, as Shopify will give you already a web address where your store will be published and can be accessed by your customers. As we're getting started, we'll get to New to Shopify, Get Started. Click this link and begin creating your own 14-day free trial. You will put in your own email address and make up a password. And finally, create a store name. Be aware that you can use any store name for this exercise. You can make up a code or something original, because obviously if you pick a name that has been already used by other Shopify accounts and customers, you might not have this available. Now go ahead and create your store. You will be quickly brought to a startup page to create your own account. So you will mark down that if you're already selling, so we're just saying that you're learning, and we'll give information around the revenue. We're not making any money yet, and we'll select clothing as a category. After you set up your own account, of course, Shopify will take this information in consideration to give you different areas of the platform or recommendations. So we will keep it at a plain around $0 level, as we're only students for now. So we're just learning. But we have created a clothing industry as we're selling t-shirts. Then click Next. So you'll add an address, which is not a mandatory step for now, but you can make a different alias if you don't want to use your own name. And we'll have a sample address, for instance, the Japanese tea garden in San Francisco. The Shopify system will prompt already an address taken from maps, and then you can mark the store as a registered business or not, and then enter your online store. I'm going to use a sample phone number and enter the store. Of course, we're not going to use this website, so I simply used a random number. After you click Enter My Store, congratulations, your account will be created and you can get started managing your own web storefront. Well done! In the next task, we will begin adding products to populate our inventory and e-commerce website. See you there! Welcome back. In the previous task, we have started getting an introduction to Coursera guided projects. We had a look at what our final guided project result will look like, and we got started creating a Shopify account. Well done. Now in this task, we're going to begin adding products. As you can see, you already have a sort of a launch checklist in your home page and dashboard of your Shopify account. The steps that we will be taking in this guided project are largely part of a launch checklist that even Shopify will recommend. Your first step is to add the products. So you can add the products right here with the Add Product button in the home page, or simply go to the Products section and clicking All Products, you will find an Add the Product button. Either way will work. We'll add the product now, and we'll begin with a blue t-shirt. So we'll type in the product name and a description. An amazing blue t-shirt with high quality fabric. Scrolling down, you'll be able to add more information. So first we'll have to add a file. So we'll add a picture, add a file, and from our desktop, reach the resources folder and pick the blue t-shirt image. Then open to upload it. Great. Let's set the pricing now. Let's say that this is a $15 t-shirt, but previously it was sold at $20. If you leave the compare price box empty, you will just set the price here as a standard price. But this way, you will have a special offer, so you're highlighting that the t-shirt is on sale. It's at $15 with a $5 discount compared to the original price. Also, you can mark a cost per item to get in your reports already information around your profit. Let's say that to make this t-shirt, it cost you $9. You have a margin of 40% and a profit of $6. You can mark charge tax on this product so that when you set up your taxes, it will be charged on this product on top of your original price. You can then keep your inventory, so you can mark a stock keeping unit, let's have product number 1, or insert a barcode for this particular product. I also like to mark a track quantity, so that then we can set up an original quantity. Let's say that we have 15 t-shirts in stock, and now we can track the quantity so that as we register orders and customers are purchasing the t-shirts, this quantity will go down until it will be out of stock, so that we can have stock management on the website and potentially not selling items that are already out of stock. We'll mark this as a physical product and set up a weight, which is also useful for shipping. I'm going to mark my unit. I'll go for grams now and put a weight, so 150 grams for instance. We select a country or region of origin. Let's go for Italy, as we have Italian clothing brands perhaps. Once we're happy with all of this, consider also that you may add variants. So if you have a small, medium, and large shirt, for example, you might mark this option as size and go for small, medium, large. Separate them by comma and hit enter when you're done. So you now have added 3 different options. If there is any price variation, you can add it here. We'll leave them all as the same price as the same quantity for now. Clearly, as this is a variant of your product, your stock keeping unit number will change as well. We now have an identifier for the small, medium, and large size. Shopify even gives you a search engine listing preview to mark your search engine optimization options. We're not going to work with that in this project, but it's very nice to see that you have this information. Finally, you add the product status as active to publish the product on your site. You may have different sales channels or apps. You might sell this product on mobile apps, websites. So for now, we'll keep the online store as this is your available sales channel. So your e-commerce website that you just created now. We'll have a product type to mark a category. So we'll have t-shirts, and this will add automatically, after you click on it, a category for your product, t-shirts. You can even make collections, which is a step that we'll have later when we create a summer collection. Now that we're happy with this, we can save, and our product has been stored in the e-commerce site. I recommend to save often on Shopify. Well done, great job. Let's click back now and add more products. As you can see in the products, all products category, now you have an entry with your product that you had just created, with your stock, the variants, and the information around this product. On the top right hand corner, click add the product and create a couple of different products. So let's have 2 blue and 2 red t-shirts by marking crimson or azure. So give a different name using the blue and red t-shirt pictures to create another 2-3 products. Pause the video and resume when you're done. Happy with the results? Well done. Now in your products, all products section of the Shopify website, you should see something like this. An azure and blue t-shirt and a crimson and red t-shirt. So we have populated 4 different products with different inventory or perhaps even size variants. Great job. In the next task, we'll look at managing product inventory. See you there. Welcome back. In the previous task, we have seen how to build our product catalog, and we have created different products with their own variants. In this task, we'll have a brief look at managing inventory. On the left-hand side, select Inventory to access the Inventory section. Here you can see information around all the products that you've been adding. You'll find the product with SKU and the different variant in sizes, and you will find the stock for each of them with the marker that says it's available. Here you can manage your inventory by adding and editing quantities so that you can manage your stock. As you sell on the website, the number available clearly will go down. Here, if there is any wrong information, you can set by clicking the Set button and changing entirely the number. Let's say, for example, that you actually have only 5 t-shirts in stock of this kind. So you click Save and the amount will change to 5. Say that you have instead an incoming load of Crimson t-shirts, so you can search for the specific product in your inventory, the Crimson t-shirt, and here you can add 30 t-shirts that are incoming. The number will change from 20 to 50, and as you save, the number will be updated. You notice that there's no SKU stock keeping unit set for this product. The inventory management can give you a chance of correcting this error as well. There's 2 red t-shirts, the red and crimson, that have no SKU. So as you select one of the products, you can then click Edit Variants to change the SKU, or in this case, insert 1. We'll have the SKU 5 and save on the top right hand corner. Similarly, scrolling down, we also have the crimson that is missing an SKU, so we're going to select it, edit the variants at the very top, and give it an SKU 6, and save. If you were to add some more variants, you can go back to the product information for that particular product, but in the inventory, you can manage a few things. So by selecting the product again, check Edit Variants, and here you can add more fields. For example, here if you have different information around the country of origin, for instance, you can select it, and by scrolling on the right side, you can change for this particular product the country of origin, and then save again. So this will help you changing right away a few information around your inventory. Let's go back. You probably noticed that it says when sold out, stop selling. You can instruct Shopify what to do when the inventory is running out of stock for a certain product. So select your product again, and in the more actions, you can change this so you can continue selling when out of stock or stop selling when out of stock. If you continue selling, this will allow you to change this value here and collecting more orders even if you're out of stock, so that then you can fill those orders as soon as the quantities are coming in. Speaking of products that are coming in, let's have a look at this last value on your inventory management, the incoming 0. By clicking on 0 or here on transfers, you will be brought to the transfers management page where you can add a transfer. So let's click Add a Transfer to add one. What does that mean? It means that if we have a shipment incoming for 10 new red shirts, for instance, we can add it here. We'll search for the red t-shirts, select it, and then add it to transfer. We'll add 10 more t-shirts, and we'll mark that we have a shipment expected for the 28th of December, for instance. We can even add a tracking number for this shipment. And then click Save Transfer. This will save the shipment information with the code directly in your inventory. So here, going back to inventory, you can see now that the red t-shirt has 5 available and 10 incoming. And as you click on 10, you can get information around the next shipment coming in. Let's click 0 on the next incoming for blue t-shirt. You will see that you can be brought right away to add a transfer, and this might be even easier as a new transfer for that particular product is automatically created. So you can start editing right away, and you have 10 new blue t-shirts that are coming in, let's say on the 30th of December. And we can save the transfer again. Great! Now that we have learned how to manage the inventory, let's go back to inventory again. And let's mark now the blue t-shirts to 10 available, add 5 t-shirts to the medium size, and mark a 10 t-shirt shipment coming in for the crimson t-shirt on the 29th of December. Pause the video and resume when you're done. Let's review together how you have performed this short exercise. We have the blue t-shirt at a small size. We have to mark it to 10. So we just set 10 and save. The value is now updated to 10. We also have medium blue t-shirt. We have to add 5. So we'll add 5 and save. And now the quantity has changed to 20. And last, we need to mark the 10 shipment to the crimson t-shirt coming in on the 29th of December. You can pick 3 days from your date if that is helpful. So we'll have an incoming, add a transfer, we'll add a quantity of 10 with a shipment coming in on the 29th of December. And then save. Well done. You now manage inventory and transfers with quantity management. In the next task, we're going to see how to create collections. See you there! Welcome back! In the previous task, we have seen how to manage the inventory, and in this task, we're going to create collections. Creating and managing collections is very easy. On Shopify, this will be a very brief task. On the left-hand side, select Collections. Under Collections, you will see that there is already a homepage collection that has been created by Shopify automatically. A collection is a group of products going under a certain category that we can use to highlight them, feature it on the homepage, or create in different sales and promotions, for example. Let's say, for instance, that we want to create a summer collection. You can click Create Collection. We'll give it a name, let's say Summer Collection, and describe it as the new red t-shirts of our summer collection. As a collection type, you can select manual or automated. With manual, you will simply select the products to add to this particular collection. With automated instead, we will have a few rules so that we can say if we have a certain conditions on the product, automatically put that product in that specific collection. Let's go for manual for now. You can add a picture for your collection, so let's add an image, and from our resources we'll pick the summer image and then click open so that we have a nice cover to our collection. Now that you have created your collection, click Save, and now the collection will be available for you to go back into your products and add your products manually to the collection. So we'll go to All Products, and this is a type of action that you can do in bulk. So we can simply select the 2 red t-shirts, as we have decided that our summer collection will be made of red t-shirts, and with more actions, we'll scroll down and add to collection. Here we can pick the collection that we want to add this to, and then click Save. Excellent job. Now the summer collection has these 2 products in. Let's create an automated collection instead. We'll go to Collections again, and we'll create collection from the top right hand corner, and we'll call it the Summer Blue Collection. And here we have a collection of summer blue t-shirts. And we have automated. Here we can have a few conditions. After you have selected automated, you can select the criteria that will have to be applied to the products for them to be part of this collection. Let's say, for example, that you may have a product tag. So let's have a look at the different things you have here, right? So in the product title, for example, contains blue. Or add another conditions where we say that the product tag is equal to blue. Or even better, summer blue. And also we have another condition, let's say for example that the inventory stock is greater than 0. We want to make sure that we add this to the collection if we have an inventory stock of at least 1. Great, now that we're happy with these conditions, we have blue and summer blue and 0, then we can have save. Now consider that going back to the products, we can now have a look at the criteria. So the blue t-shirt will appear as it has blue in the title. If we want, we can have also a tag. So clicking on the product, we can have a look at the information around the product, and because we want to add this to the collection, automatically we will have a tag summer blue and save. This will make sure that in our automated collection, anything that we add that has a blue in the title and has a tag for summer blue, whenever there's a quantity available, will be added to the summer blue collection. Congratulations, you have now created both manual and automated collections. In the next task, we will see how to add gift cards to your shop so that people and customers not only can buy products, but can also send a gift card that you can accept on your site to their friends. See you in the next task. Welcome back. In the previous task, we have seen how to manage collections. In this task, we're going to create gift cards. So on the left-hand side menu, click Gift Cards. Here we have two options to manage digital gift cards. You can either sell gift cards, which essentially would be one of your products. So on top of your t-shirts, you can actually sell different cuts of gift cards, or you can send codes to your own customers. For example, in a holiday time or for a customer birthday, you could send gift cards to them so that they have a nice birthday gift or holiday gift from your site. Let's start with selling gift cards. Click Sell Gift Card, and this will automatically create a gift card product page. Here can be the gray t-shirt shop gift card, for instance. And you have a special gift card for a special friend. Great, now we have a picture, we can add a file, and from our resources, get the gift icon and open. Now you can give different cuts. So we have different denominations, 10, 25, 50, or $100. This will be enough. Your product status can be changed to active, as a gift card is a product in all types, and your product type can be marked as a gift card. Now that we're happy with this, we'll save the gift card product. And the product will be part of our catalog. So on top of the t-shirts, we can sell gift cards. Excellent. Let's go back now and have a look at sending gift cards. As you have now this in your stock, by going back to your gift card section, you can see that you have the sales reports for the gift cards. You can switch to gift card products, but you can also issue a gift card with this button or down here in the home page. That means that you can send a gift card to your own customers. So you click, it will generate a gift card. You can set an expiration date or not have any. Let's say that you have an expiration date of 1 year. and you can send this to a customer. After you complete this, in the Find or Create a Customer, you will search for your client here and save it. This gift card will be sent right away to your customer with the email address or phone number that you have in your customer details. In one of our next tasks, we will have a customer management section, so you can see how to create customers there, and the gift card will become available to your existing clients. In the next task, we'll talk about editing your web storefront. So we'll create our homepage and edit the web store. See you there. Welcome back. In the previous task, we have created and sent gift cards. In this task, we're going to edit the web storefront. So from the left-hand side, reach Sales Channels and click Online Store. Click Themes to manage the look and feel. You have a predefined theme, so from the top right-hand corner, you can click Customize to customize it. Here we'll be brought to the web editor. On the left-hand side, you have all the different sections already highlighted. On the right-hand side, you can see how the shop will look like. So you can edit your template here. So let's start editing our site. On the top, you have your shop name, you will have a search function, your menu, and the shopping bag or shopping cart. On the left-hand side, as said, you have listed vertically all the different sections of your site. So if we wanted to change this image with text overlay, we'll start with the first section. Click it. And here you can select an image. Let's upload an image to our library. Click Upload an image, and from our resources, let's select the t-shirt's cover. This will be the cover of our website, and we'll open that. Once we're happy with it, we'll click Select. The image alignment in the middle looks nice to me. We have a layout at full width, otherwise we can have a fixed width, so that it will be framed within the space. We want to take the entire space, so we'll go full width. The heading can be changed in something like the best t-shirts, for instance. And here we can have a message. So we'll select it all and go something like get the best t-shirts you can possibly get online. So the tagline is highlighted here. The text size is decided by this. And you can even add a button. So something like Order Now will create a button on your website, and we have a link that is sending you to the products page, for example, with all products. So now you have an Order Now button that will directly send you to your collection of products for people to, your catalog of products for people to buy right away. Great. This section has been nicely edited. So on the top right hand side, click Save, and let's move back to edit the next section of the site. The next section is an image with text. Here, for example, we could highlight our summer collection. So let's click the next section, select an image, upload, and let's have your summer covered there, and open. Select the image now that we're happy with it, and again you can change your heading, something like Summer Collection. And I have added a filler here with some text, explore our great summer collection, etc. And on the top right hand side we can click Save again. I really recommend to click Save often so that you don't miss your own edits. Your next section will be a section of 3 columns. With a smaller screen, such as on a mobile or tablet, you will see everything into one column. But with larger desktop screens, you will see the columns highlighted and side by side in a 3 columns fashion. So click the text column section here and you will have the 3 columns with title or tagline. Click at the title or tagline and select an image. We can use the cover image again and we'll select it. And let's say we'll have a heading such as quality t-shirts. And we'll have a filler again. And top right hand corner, click save. Let's go back, pause and edit this video. Add a couple of title, taglines and pictures such as find everything you need or the greatest summer collection so that you can direct users to different pages on your site. You can use the resources to have images added to the site. Pause the video and resume when you're done. Great, now that we have created our 3 columns with some text and images, we can go back and notice that we have a featured collection. So by clicking on this, you can select what collection do you want to have in this. We'll go for the homepage collection, as we know that we're going to feature here something that we want to have displayed on the homepage, and select. You could have chosen the summer collection, for instance. Here you can change the products per row and the rows that will be displayed. You can even add a view all button so that you can directly send the users to see the entire collection. We're happy with it and we'll go save. Then we'll go back and let's have another promo in our next section, image with text overlay. We'll select the image summer and we'll have select, and as text we'll have something like enjoy summer. And with our greatest collection. And we'll click save. Now that we have our promo setting, we may have some customer testimonials and then our gallery. You got the gist of it, so why don't you pause the video, add some images as advertising taken from our resources library and resume the video when you're done. Great, I have added my 3 images and it's important to remember that these images can be made clickable like any other item on the website by simply adding a link. You can paste a link or you can send the user to some of your predefined pages. So for example, all products. So now when the hangers image will be clicked, it will be sent to the products page. You can save and go back. Similarly, I have used the summer image at the very center, so I can make this item clickable too. So go ahead and click and link, and here you can send it to a collections, for example, and pick the summer collection, so that you will be sent right away to the summer collection page, etc. Save, and let's go back. Now that we're happy with the site editing, we can test it by simply click View Your Store. That way you can see how your store looks like now that it's published. Scroll down and you can see your entire pages edited the way you have. Beautiful online store. With clicks, these images can be clicked and be sent to the actual pages. The products in your collection are determined by the collection settings in your inventory and products, so they will be automatically displayed on your shop. Which leads us to our last step for this task. Under Products, click Collections, and remember that you have your homepage collection that will determine what you are displaying in your homepage. So let's go to our products and let's make sure that we add all of our products to be featured in our homepage, perhaps with the exception of the gift card. More actions, and scroll down to add to collections and select homepage, and then save. That way, when we're looking at our website, you will see that in our homepage, scrolling down, all the products will be displayed in your featured collection, the homepage collection. Now, when you're ready to publish, under Sales Channels Online Store, you can disable the password. You can protect your website with a password, or you can go ahead and disable it after you have started a plan to publish your website. Well done. In the next task, we're going to manage our orders. See you there. Welcome back. In the previous task, we've been editing our web store, so our online web storefront. In this task, we're going to manage orders. Congratulations, you have already completed the vast majority of your work, so we'll only add in our last couple of touches to complete this project. Under orders, you can see your existing orders, so all of your orders will be shown here. Clearly, you need to select a plan for this to be active and become using it. You don't need to pay, you will still have a plan with your 14-day free trial. You'll start being charged after your trial if you need and you decide to become a Shopify client. We're going to simulate an order by creating a manual order so that you can also explore your manual order capability inside Shopify. If you decide to go ahead and try it out with an actual plan, you will see the orders coming in here. Let's create a manual order so that you can also see how the orders functions work. Click on Drafts and then create a draft order. This can be useful, for example, if you receive an order on the phone. So you can go ahead and create a manual order, and this will generate the invoice for you as well. So let's say, for example, that you receive an order for 2 blue t-shirts. You can search for your product, have medium and large, and add to the order. You will then be able to change the quantities if needed, but your order placed on the phone was 1 blue t-shirt large size and 1 blue t-shirt medium size. As you can see, the invoice will be created for you right away. You can accept a payment. We will mark it as paid. For example, we may have received a bank transfer or anything like that. So you will create an order, mark as paid, and create order. This will have generated an unfulfilled order that you can later on mark as fulfilled, and it's paid already. Let's mark it as fulfilled. Now the order is complete. You have 2 items and you have it fulfilled. Clearly you need a shipping address and a client to fulfill this, so you will not see it right away, but after you have a shipping address, let's add it. We have added, and we'll have Mrs. Jane Doe, and we'll have an address at the Golden Gate Bridge. So let's bring it up, just for the sake of the example. And you will need a phone number, so because we're not using these phone numbers, we're just going to have a random number inserted and save. If it's not pre-populated by the system, let's make sure you have a valid California, San Francisco, Golden Gate zip code, and we'll save it. Now that you have a shipping address, this order will be fulfillable. So now with the manual fulfillment, mark fulfill items, and this will be all stored in your archive. So now that we have created this, let's go back to orders. So this has moved from drafts to orders fulfilled, and you can see here where the full paid and fulfilled order details will be added. All the paid and fulfilled details will be highlighted here. You can browse your orders by unfulfilled, unpaid, the open and closed orders. This one here is a closed, fulfilled, and archived order, but you can see all of them or browse by category. Your orders will be displayed here also when your customers will purchase online. We have created a manual order so that you can both create manual orders over the phone, and you can also see how the orders screen will look like after you start your plan. If you have people adding items to their shopping bags and then abandoning the checkouts, any abandoned checkouts will be shown here under Orders Abandoned Checkouts information. This can be helpful to create campaigns and create email communication with customers. For instance, You have added some items to your checkout, you haven't completed your purchase, perhaps you need something else, or perhaps you need a reminder to come back and complete it, so we can establish different relationship with our customers. Now that we have managed our orders, let's manage customers in the next task. See you there. Welcome back. In the previous task, we have seen how to manage orders. In this task, we'll see how to manage customers. Click on the customers, and here you will see a screen with all of your different customer information. Let's add a customer manually. We'll have Mrs. Jane Doe again, and we'll have Jane Doe at domail.com. Clearly, we're using example training details and random numbers that we're not going to use. If we have collected agreement from the customers to receive marketing emails, being respectful of their privacy, we can mark them as customer agreed, otherwise not. Then we'll have an address for Jane Doe that we know is living at the Golden Gate Bridge. So we'll just add this as an address in the city of San Francisco. Country being the United States. And we'll have the state of California and a valid zip code. We'll add our phone number here and save it. Now that we have saved our first customer, Mrs. Jane Doe will be displayed in our customers list. Under orders, when you create a draft and you add a manual order, so create an order, this time around you'll be able to add it for the customer right away because you do have now the customer added to your database. So let's say that you have an order for a one red t-shirt, create one, add to order, and find your customer. Either create a new one, search for the customer, or select from the suggested clients. And in all ways, we have found and retrieved the customer and we'll be able to create an order. Pause the video, complete this order creation, marking as paid and fulfill the order for this customer, and then resume the video when you're done. Well done, let's review this together. We mark it as paid and we'll save the order. Now we have created it, and after it will be fulfilled, we will mark it as fulfilled and create a shipping label if we need. Fulfill the items, and on the top right hand corner, as you can see, you have actions to create or print a shipping label or add a tracking code. And now back in our orders, we will see a new order that has been fulfilled for our customer, Jane Doe. And when we look at customers, you will see the Jane Doe client with the latest order, which is the one we have just debated now, the one we just fulfilled. You will have a history of everything that has been happening with the client since the moment of creation and ability to modify information. Well done. Let's add one final touch. We have created in one of our previous tasks in task 5, gift cards. When we created gift cards then, we didn't have any customer in our database. Let's send a gift card now. We'll go to products, go to gift cards, and then create a new gift card, issuing the gift card, and we can select a customer to send this to. You can search for a customer and we will have our Mrs. Jane Doe. We'll set an expiration date a year from now. And here we have a new gift card code. The initial value will be $10, or we can modify it the way we need. We don't have different denominations as this time it's not the customer selecting the gift card, but we are issuing a coupon at our choice. And then click Save. The gift card will be successfully issued and will be sent to this email address. Make sure that you're using email addresses that you own, or that you're creating non-existent email addresses to test, because there will be a gift card that will be sent to the client. Well done. Now back to the customers, you will see that you have a Jane Doe client here with all the information around the orders and spent, and a customer overview and the different settings for this particular customer. As we are respectful of privacy, we also have either a request for customer data so that Shopify can help you fulfill and a request for customer data under privacy regulations and customer rights, or you can erase personal data at customer request. This will be a relationship between you as a merchant and Shopify. So as you're hosting your store on Shopify, you have the right to protect your users and request or erase data to preserve your relationship with the users and their rights with the support to Shopify. Well done! We have completed the creation of the entire online store. In the next and final task, we'll look at the reporting and we'll wrap it up. See you there! Welcome back. In the previous task, we have seen how to manage customers. In this final task, we will look at analytics. So we'll have an overview and a first look at our reporting. Now that we have created everything in our store and we're launched or ready to launch, let's have a look at the analytics section. Clicking analytics, you'll be able to select a time frame, so that could be today compared to any other day, such as yesterday, or you can create a different date range. So here you can select the last week, for example, or going from the 20th to 22nd of December. So you can select a start and ending of your date range. You can compare the previous dates or not. It really depends if you want to analyze reporting, comparing different time periods. So having a today overview dashboard will have this comparison between today and the previous day. As you can see, you will have your total sales coming from your orders that you have completed manually. You see the graph that is updated on your orders comparing the 2 days as you have selected. You will have the online store conversion rate funnels data, so this will come from traffic, so you can see if there is people buying on your site and what is the percentage of people buying on your e-commerce store compared to people that have visited. So if I have 10 people coming on my website and 5 of them will exit the website with purchases, I will have a 50%, 5 over 10 conversion rate. Here's the funnel, which is the steps taken to complete a purchase. So you add the card, you reach the checkout, or you finally convert it, so you purchase. So here you can see the percentage and the number of people that have been moving through these different steps, so that you can review any bottleneck. Perhaps people are adding products to the carts, but then they take them out and they don't complete the purchase. You can start asking yourself some questions on why. You will have the product reports, so by units sold, and you will have sessions by source, sales by social network, the referrals, so websites bringing traffic to your site, your average order value, your revenue data, and all of the traffic as well as sales data will be displayed here in this beautiful analytics section. Check out more projects on the Coursera Guided Projects catalog to learn more about online marketing and sales reporting, analytics tools, and specifically Shopify Analytics for more advanced usage of the analytics section. Here you can get also reports, so that you can create a custom report with some information around specific things you want to keep under control, or you can get the live view, which will give you a picture of what the website looks like right now. If you have people on the site, what are the sessions completed, where did they come from, etc. So right now you may have a visitor from the United States, or there may be data coming from your word map with people that have been coming and visiting your site from that location earlier on, or orders that they have been placing. Again, beautiful reporting. Alright, congratulations, you have completed your entire store. So here on online store, top right hand corner, you can check the view your store to review your site online. You have created simply and quickly in just about an hour an entire e-commerce management system, website, you have your own storefront, and you're ready to sell online. Well done. I hope you have had as much fun as I have in being with me, and I encourage you to create more e-commerce websites and to review more guided projects on Coursera. So I hope to see you around in some of the other projects, and I wish you all the best. Well done.